You know, my parents sat me down at 9 years old and explained to me what it was to be a black man in America. You know, most black Americans know what I'm talking about, and it's called The Talk.
The Talk, a conversation in black homes about how to survive.
I'm scared every day of my life.
In a world where you may be judged, even killed because of the color of your skin. From the outside, Michelle Nellum and Lakeisha McDuffie are very different. But inside, they share the same fear for their sons because both boys are black.
I always kept Daniel pretty close to me. I always wanted him associated with me. I did not want him to be separate from me anywhere that we went.
Sometimes I fear that they might not come back. It is a scary feeling. You have to worry about them. You have to.
Lakeisha's son is 15. She says she's concerned for him and his brother. The Nellums are an interracial family with biracial children. Their skin tones are different, but their concerns about race and their sons are the same.
He is darker. Maya is more white passing than black. And so there is a greater sense of fear sometimes with him.
It's a fear, Dan says, of what can happen because others may see skin color as a threat.
It happens still to this day. If I check into a hotel or get in an elevator and, if there's white people in the elevator, I'm almost subconsciously reaching for the button first so that they aren't uncomfortable. There are times when they obviously physically move or their body language changes when I've gotten in elevators.
Then unfortunately this is the truth. This is, a truth and it's there and you may experience it and you need to know that you may experience it.
Michelle says the conversations are painful, but silence is a far deadlier proposition.
We wanted them to be aware of their world. So even as little people, it was to be aware of, how you're treated or your surroundings.
Their son Daniel is now more aware of his surroundings. But with this awareness comes another emotion.
It just makes me angry. It's insane how those type of systematic injustices can just go, it's almost like normal, like everyone's just okay with it.
Now that our son is older and a year in high school, all the dots are starting to connect.
Dots that are painting a very disturbing picture for his son.
Like I've talked about it with my dad, if something happened, if the police were to show up, I'd just worry about, because obviously I'd be more at risk and I'd probably be more likely for something bad to happen. It's just scary.
If he's pulled over and the police officer is being aggressive, nasty, or out of order, I tell him to try to, just contain yourself, try to be respectful as you can be.
But before the confrontation, it has to be a conversation.
There are, people who are going to treat you differently based on the way you look.
Have the conversations, to educate, to protect, and to, enlighten, white, black, or mixed. I can't emphasize enough the talk.
You just have to get comfortable almost with having those uncomfortable conversations because they need to be had. You can't just ignore them.
What am I hoping for my children? I'm hoping that I can make a change. That I can make a change. If I can make a change, then I'm quite sure they can make a change. And then the next child can make a change. And then the next, and then the next. Because I'm not just going to stop at mine.